Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure that I love you too. I'm sure of it. Thank you so much. What an honor to be here. That clip was real, was unbelievable. Just so you guys know, I was backstage as well, like this. And it is an honor to be here. Thank you. The great poet William Butler Yeats once wrote, "How can we tell the dancer from the dance?" Now, I've never, obviously, had the honor of meeting the late, great Gene Kelly, but from the very first time that I ever saw the legendary dancer defying gravity and forever defining grace in, of course, Singing in the Rain, I felt as if I could tell exactly who Gene Kelly was. Obviously, Patricia said he was someone else, but nevertheless, I'm going to live in the fantasy of that. But this man was and is a genuine Hollywood legend and a master poet in motion. I think by any standard, he had all the right moves. I'd come out here and try a few of my own, but we all know that they would pale in comparison and probably hurt myself, and that would not be good. There's something genuinely timeless about the greats on film. And they stay with us always because they continue to move us time and time again. Gene Kelly was born 100 years ago, and that ain't old. You know, I mean, make no mistake, this remarkable, remarkable presence remains so vivid in the world of film and dance, especially for someone like me. And he doesn't need a hologram to do it. So, all right. Didn't know you guys went to Coachella. I will never assume the bandwidth of a genre again. Gene was pure magic. You know, he was graceful beyond compare, but also masculine and human and earthy and true. Gene himself once said, "If Fred Astaire is the Cary Grant of dance, I'm the Marlon Brando." But I love that. I love that quote, and I'll get to that in a second, why it means so much to me and what I feel like I take from all of his performances. But I also know that he felt that too often dancers in films didn't have the chance to explore the emotional complexities of their parts adequately. So breaking new ground for the genre that he came to define so memorably had to have been so important. And I know that Gene will live on through the greatest film musicals of all time, like, of course, Singing in the Rain. I think perhaps the single most iconic dance number of all time. I think we can agree on that. But also, you know, movies like On the Town, the eternal Technicolor romance of An American in Paris, of course. And like we're hearing tonight and remembering that he wasn't just seriously a great actor, but that he excelled behind the camera as well as a choreographer, a director, a producer. And though he could have a charming, carefree energy on camera behind the scenes, he was clearly a man who cared passionately about all the work that he did. And if you could try to imagine Singing in the Rain and On the Town without his brilliant direction, along with Stanley Donen, who knows what that film could have turned into. But I think he also artfully combined choreography with animation, like we saw in Anchors Away, special effects like CoverGirl, and As Gene once explained, he tried to do things with dance that were uniquely cinematic. I think he coined the phrase cine-dancing, and no one ever cine-danced like Gene Kelly. So like so many before me who work on stage and in film, I still look to Gene Kelly as one of the most heroic examples of what could actually be done in a movie. I think I'm also one of the millions who've probably blatantly and well, slightly unapologetically stolen a move, or two, or three, or four from Gene Kelly. But I'm cool with that. Like I said, because I feel like that puts me in the company of guys like, I don't know, Michael Jackson. May have heard of him too, whatever. But Gene's legacy is large and lasting. When he passed, the New York Times obituary pointed out that he, quote, brought a vigorous athleticism, casual grace, and earthy masculinity to the high romance of the lavish Hollywood musical. In other words, and why I love the quote, the Marlon Brando quote, is for me, he made the Hollywood musical not just dance, but sing and really speak to us. There were real grounded performances there. He embodied ordinary people who, through the art of dance, could do extraordinary things that the rest of us could only dream of. And that, for me, is why I'll remember Gene Kelly the most. And I think that's why we are all so forever blessed to know the dancer and the dance. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.